Boom, 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 boom. What, we just going to
Hey,
record, are we?
we are live. We're live.
We're
That's
live.
it.
Hello.
The day is over. We can be casual. Let's see that it's working as it should, and it's working. And hello, everyone. Let me close the door. Hello, everyone. It's good to be here. The end of day 3. And we're going to do a quick daily summary to see what we learned today on the sessions and in life in general from the different things that happened. I want to see who is still with us. So if you're here on the chat, please let us know who is here with us and where are you from around the world? What time is it over there? I can tell you that for Andrew and myself, it's past 10 p.m. And Stephanie's going to join us shortly. She took a little break after 4 hours of sessions that was now brilliantly presented, even through the breakdown of the system. And Andrew looks all fresh because he took a nap. Thank you.
I've had a little nap. What? Vito is well looked after. He gets a cup of tea.
Andrew.
See, we're live now.
So Chris is joining us 5 p.m. here in Chicago. How you doing, Chris?
How you doing? So we're still waiting for who are we missing? We're missing a very important person who's worked really hard today and whose head just got blown off by Chip's presentation. I could just see the dollar signs turning over in her eyes. It's ka-ching, ka-ching. Oh, there's another thing we can do. Great. We can focus WP. You can focus on voice. Excellent.
Focus on voice. WP voice.
Jerome. I haven't seen Jerome in too long, man. We got to get together soon. It's crazy.
Where is Jerome?
Jerome's saying great day.
Oh, they're on the chat. Nice.
He's on the chat.
How you doing, Jerome? It's late for him as well. Jerome has been working super hard. So that's one of the other things that we learned as well this week. My computer crashed once during Ben Pine's talk yesterday. And then Jerome's cooling system in the computer just burst up in flames. Really, it did the opposite of what it was meant to do.
Hi, guys.
What's up, Stephanie?
Whose computer burst into flames?
Jerome's computer. Jerome has been on my team for almost 4 years now. Through the agency days, he came in as he used to be a freelancer, building websites through themes and like a theme forest kind of freelancer, and here in the UK. And then he came over to my agency, and he was the top designer. And he came in as a designer, but he eventually did everything but. So he became my right-hand man. We learned together to do email marketing.
Yeah, he's the email writer, the copywriter, the designer.
Wow.
Because of my broken English, someone had to write for the clients that never gave us the content, right? So it ended up being Jerome. Even he has an interesting story about one of the clients that he had to learn about mortgages. It was like a mortgage broker that just didn't want to send us the details at all, and he just said, "Figure it out, and I'll pay the difference." And so Jerome did the research and learned about mortgages. And so when I took a mortgage, Jerome was my consultant.
That's really funny. Oh, yeah, he's in the chat. He said he spent 3 hours installing a new heatsink today.
Crazy.
Oh.
And Chris Snelling says, I know that struggle of being awake for you European guys, 2 a.m. onboardings and walkthroughs. Chris, try working with Australia.
Right.
It's like I did a straight 36 hours about 4 weeks ago, and my guys in India were even worse. The time differences around the world. That's why I get up at 6 a.m. It's crazy.
That's why I stay up till 4 a.m.
Yeah,
There's the difference.
That's why I never sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Yeah.
That's why you're very pale, Vito. Because not only do you not sleep, you just don't get any sun. You can't leave that room. It's crazy.
And even this week, like usually, at least the window is open. But this week, I didn't want to get change the atmosphere. Have that casino feel inside the venue. So there is like a blanket on the window, really.
Oh my!
Well, within seconds today.
You could have been in an underground bunker, though. It could have been worse.
Might as well.
Well, within seconds today, I just literally removed myself from the feed, and the dogs came running up to the log cabin window and just against the French windows and just
went mental.
I thought that timing is just so good. It's like, whoa, what's going on? And I was just off camera, so it was great. But running a live event like this, Vito, just take us through the emotions that you've gone through today.
It's a roller coaster of emotions, that's for sure. But really, it wasn't something that I wasn't prepared for. And I was just telling my wife, just taking a little break, and she saw me walking like a ghost around the house. And I told her, imagine what we've been through in the live events when it's not set hours. Andrew, if you remember from in Berlin and stuff, it's you wake up 7 a.m., you go to sleep at 6:30 a.m., right?
Yeah. Yeah. You probably get 4 hours sleep over the 4 days. Yeah.
Yes, total 4 hours sleep, and you jump from bar to bar. We together we went to 5 meetups per night.
We did.
Oh my gosh.
Every single.
And they
night
all have drinks.
They all had drinks. Yes.
Yeah, and we still. Do you know what? We still kind of get on. I don't know. Yeah, we haven't seen each other.
That's remarkable. Yeah.
But we still kind of get on, and that's the way it is. So what's CoderWorks? Really great day. Really enjoyed it. Talks are brilliant. Really informative. Lots and lots of new bookmarks. Check out and research. Thanks, guys. You're welcome.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, CoderWorks.
Thanks, CoderWorks.
Just crazy. It is. And do you know what? We've all been doing this business for a little while now. And I can't believe how much we're learning. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm just thinking I don't want to learn anymore. I really don't. I can't.
Well, I love learning, but I've got to just do the things I'm supposed to do. I don't have time.
It's shiny syndrome, isn't it? Shiny things.
I have it so bad. I have it so bad.
But it's really even last month I went to but I attended a virtual seminar. It was a 3-day virtual seminar for SaaS founders, and it was very similar. Super intense, and you end up with a book of stuff that you can implement. Really, a lot of the stuff that I learned last month are implemented right into this event right now, into the rebrand that we did. So it's super important to allocate this time when we're all busy. And that's why I like to do those things in batches, because then I know I have 3 days. I'm going to fill my mind with crap, and then I'm going to filter out whatever doesn't matter and take the action items that I can actually implement inside the business for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've taken these 4 days off. I haven't done any work for 4 days.
No,
I'm still working.
So me too. There was we had a version release at the beginning of the week, and there's another one coming tomorrow. And
I've treated it like a WordCamp. I've treated it like a proper summit where I'm physically attending, and I've said to my girlfriend that I'm basically not here. I'm as if I jumped on a plane somewhere, and I'm going to be in here, and I might pop in occasionally for a comfort break and some food, and that's about it. So forget it.
Break? I don't want any more details about this comfort break you're popping up for.
Really, honestly.
No.
Redheads, what can we do about redheads and their filthy minds? Crazy.
I almost put that comment up, Vito, but I didn't know if you would want to.
It's the end of the day, really.
I know.
There are no limits,
we had a little glitch.
Yeah,
On one of the sessions I was doing, and
Have you got your drinks ordered for tomorrow night in the after party? You got your drinks ordered for tomorrow night in the after party in the lounge? We're going to have.
Yeah. So tomorrow, exactly after right after the last session, we're gonna do like a full-on party, and I'm actually thinking maybe I can like broadcast the lounge into the live session. I'll figure out how to do that through the day, but maybe tomorrow's summary of the day is gonna be just like a full-on party at the
It'll be
lounge.
fun.
Yeah.
We can take a deep breath,
Yes.
relax a little.
Yes.
How were your sessions today? I didn't catch a lot of your sessions because I'm still working too. I've got 2 sites launching. Had sales calls today. I'm like, it's quite a week.
You me about my sessions or Vito?
The session, both of you guys. I only caught little bits of them. I heard 3/4 of Nicole's talk. She's so adorable. I just love her.
Oh yeah, I mean
about LinkedIn.
And as she was talking, I was amending my LinkedIn profile because I realized it was crap.
Good idea. Oh, that's handy. Thanks, Vito.
Yeah. So
can we take
I popped
shotting a brick?
Right.
Okay,
but I can also reply, and really like I felt my heart going down instantly as soon as so I was on a call with Tom about the the servers are going well and everything is great, and we're talking about the performance and all of that, and kind of summarizing the day. And then I got pinged in our chat group that
911. You know what? I put 911, and that's not even what you guys use there. That's our emergency number.
Yeah, but everyone knows 911.
Oh, they do? Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what is it even here, Andrew. It's like
but we're sensible here. It's 999.
999 makes a lot more sense.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't because when it was a dialer.
Unless you had rotary.
Yeah, if you had rotary.
You're old enough to have rotary.
It's an emergency. Please, it's an emergency. I can't do 90 seconds to time. A 911 was, fairly sensible. 911, that'll do. That's quick. So.
That's really funny. So Vito had a heart attack, but before Vito had a heart attack, I had a heart attack because I'm like, please tell me I didn't do something. Please don't be my fault. Please don't.
But it wasn't anything to do with the hosting per se, was it? It wasn't anything to, let's make that clear. The hosting was fine.
And really, that was a pretty cool idea to do before the event. We decided to not put all of our eggs in one basket. And there's basically 3 different infrastructures that are running the event. One for the venue itself, and this is what I had a conversation with Tom from Conversio. And then we have a different infrastructure that drives just this feed, the live sessions, because that has to be super high quality. As you can see, like we're broadcasting in, we're recording in full HD, but we're broadcasting in 720. Like it's been super smooth, all connected to RTMP. That is what broke down. And the third one is the video rooms. So there's video rooms all over the platform in each one of the booths, inside the lounge, inside the hangout spots. So there's a total of about 35 video rooms that are sprinkled throughout the venue for people to hang out around. So yeah, distributed the risk, and that came in handy. So imagine if that would happen and there was been no chat for people to tell us that this is happening. And, Stephanie, you would be just continuing to talk to Matt for moving on to Chip. No one would know.
No.
Well, I was actually, I just, don't want to distress you too much there, Stephanie. I was actually sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Is that, so that's why it went down?
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention.
He was off duty.
That's it.
Oh,
so
Matt's talk was awesome, and he is cool as a cucumber. He did not even get ruffled. He just chopped stuff out of his talk on the fly and sped it up a little bit, and he had a lot of questions. Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, but he's. I mean, how many lives does Matt do? And he's a live coach. He did.
He's awesome. Is it. There was always. Dude.
I heard a coach the other day that was, did a live, and because it is a stressful thing when you're doing a live. You don't want anything to break down, and the webinar software that they were using just a failure, a total failure. So the guy now refuses to do webinars. He just can't bring it in himself to fail again. But we all know. I've done lives, even Facebook lives, and my phone has run out of battery. That's a total usury. These things happen.
They do. Life. And I'm on a live podcast every week. Something goes wrong every time.
That's part of the game. But when it comes to these events, well, really, knock on my semi IKEA wood here.
Your particle board.
We've gone through like 20 some hours of sessions so far, and really almost everything went super smooth except for today.
Yeah, don't we know it? 20 hours. My God, it's a lot of content, right? So
yes.
Kudos to the people that are bringing the content here. Nico was ebullient and as enthusiastic as normal. It was great that I popped in and just gave a surprise to Melissa. She's a proper friend of mine, and that was good to see her. She's just a great person. Tanya as well. I popped in and went, no, you get on with it, and it's all very good and very friendly. But I enjoyed the Weglot one. It's the things today that were most enjoyable for me today, and not taking away the other guys who were great as well, but the things that we don't pay attention to are translation and what else?
Accessibility.
Accessibility. We really should consider those more. So that I think those were really valuable talks. And obviously, the funnel that Melissa came up with was awesome, and the way that Tanya explained translation and really what you've got to put into it, it's amazing. It's hard work, this web work,
Yeah, there's so much to consider, right? Because on every talk you learn how deep things can go. But really, I would even though it's really important to listen to what people are telling us, and I'm not underestimating that, but no one can really do all of those things, because from the 7 to 15 different revenue streams that we've talked about in the past couple of days, through accessibility and how deep you need to go, and translation, how deep, and working with multiple translators to deliver a website, and the security levels, and the server side, concepts from the static concepts and all that. So what I would really suggest from that point of view, do what you can, and that's already better than what most will do. So don't get stressed out, and don't let that information overload stop you from actually taking action and working with clients and doing all of the stuff that you've done so far. Because I know some of the things might seem even a bit discouraging, really, if I'm not going to do it perfect. But I would say done is better than perfect, right?
Well, yeah, always, and it is. Yes, it can seem discouraging, but the point is that it's also encouraging, because an event like this, we're used to going to the WordCamps and our meetups and all this kind of stuff, but an event like this gives you an opportunity to collaborate and meet other people and say, well, do you know what, Matt knows how to do this. I'll just say, I'll sign up to his $650 course and I'll learn how to do that, and I'll join the mastermind.
Is that all that course costs?
Jeez. Yeah, and it's payable monthly. You can do it over 3 months, which is pretty cool. I wanted to share my screen because I want to go through just a couple of other things. Just
go for it.
But just there we go. Christina, unbelievable value from that, saying about how to value a business and what is the true value of a business. I love that.
I love the calculations. You gave super simple formulas that you can just plug and play a few numbers, and you get, you have what you need.
Yeah, but
her and Melissa Love, I really want to go back and check out theirs. I missed both of those this morning, and I'm super interested in both of those ladies and what they have to teach.
Melissa's got a thing, a funnel thing. What happens through her funnel?
Yeah, she really put the curtain behind her entire funnel. How that
amazing,
goes, taking people from cold traffic through ads all the way to warming them up, nurturing them up, upselling, downselling. All of these games, all from a point of view of an agency owner. Making sure, and it really connected with what Chris was saying yesterday. So Chris was tackling this from a bit of a different angle, but still the principle applies when it comes to building your ladder and creating opportunities for the different levels of service that people are expecting. And I think that's something that is that a lot of us are missing out on, because we're a lot of times we're focused on, I want to do the $5,000 plus projects, right?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna touch anything else.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard to sell a $5,000 project. Really, it's not easy.
Piece of cake, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. It's really easy.
Come on.
Every day, every other day.
Every other day. Just
wish.
like this,
Every other day. Yeah. But
while you're looking for the 5K projects, you're letting go of a lot of other opportunities, a lot of other people, just because you don't have a bucket for them, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a productized service. We've got and I learned it from Melissa. Building a day. It's £1,000.
That's great.
We'll build you a 5-page website while you're online. It's a Skype call or a Zoom call or whatever. It used to be Skype, and we'll build it for you, teach you how to use it, and then we'll put you on $150 a month maintenance, and that's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that and that's a model that I've given to some of my coaching clients. I told you one of my coaching clients reached $5,000 a month now. It's taken her 12 months, and she's $5,000 a month recurring income, plus a couple of websites at £1,500.
Nice.
Looking at 160 grand income for the next year. Not bad.
No, that's pretty good. I do. I've ever told you guys about my website lease. I have like a WAS, a middle, which is I call it a lease, and then I do like full bespoke sites too. So I do the same thing. I love it because it's not.
What is a lease? What does that mean?
That's proprietary, Vito. No, it's like a car lease. I assume it works the same there. So
like a subscription.
You put in a down payment, and then it's a monthly fee, which is about this, like a car note, depending on the type of site that you're getting, pages and stuff like that. But it's right in the like $350, $400 kind of range per month. And then you get at the end of your 12-month lease contract, you can, just like with your car, you can either just drop off the keys and it goes away. You can buy it out and get it off the system, or you can just re-up and keep leasing it. And every year you get a refresh. Like we'll do a little rebrand on it and stuff. Yeah. Or
have you got
you can. Charge? What's that?
Have you got like an extra mileage charge like they do on
no mileage fee? No, that's our promotion is no extra mileage charges.
No, I'm serious though. What happens if it goes busy and your server's going rah, 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 and you got to upgrade them to a bigger server, then
they're going to get a different site anyway. This isn't for those people, but really, like I kept seeing, like there's a WAS model where it's DIY, and then there's this bespoke thing that we do, which is like, but that's like that's the 5,000-10,000, whatever,
sure.
3,500, whatever people are selling those for, and then there are just people that it's not that they can't afford it. Sometimes it's just cash flow, to be able to put $5,000 down as a 50% on a $10,000 project. Like it's just cash flow. If they had a year, they could afford it. But, if their business is just growing or whatever. And so that's where I came up with that motto. And it's been great. People love it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's
more than a payment plan, isn't it? It's not a payment plan, because it's just what happens if they quit after 3 months? Where's the situation there?
I mean, I have like this big shrunk friend. He chases them down with a baseball bat.
I don't.
No.
I'm sure you have actually.
No, I have it built so that 3 months is about my break-even point.
Gotcha.
So as long as I can get them to stick around for 3 months, I don't lose money. They are locked into it. I mean, it is a contract, but you know how that goes. Like, yeah, take them to small claims, do what you can do, chase them down, but you know, you can't get blood out of a stone. So if they do, then that's, you know, hopefully I'm not.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's not the.
I haven't had it happen yet, though.
Yeah.
You know, they have these are people that care about their business. People who are investing, if they can't make their payments because, like, say a global pandemic or something, you know, like that's another story. That's not somebody who's just running off. So, but you know, anyway, why did I start giving away all my trade secrets? I forget.
Yeah, because talking about Melissa and how she's breaking her.
The 1 day thing. Yeah,
there's plenty of people that do it.
The upsells, downsells, the different buckets for the different types of clients. Which is super smart, really. So instead of just trying to pound the big projects and then upselling, because that was my model. We were starting with the base a $5,000 project. You know, eventually it was $5,000 project, £5,000. And then from there we would do all kinds of other stuff. Let's build your email funnels. Let's build your let's set up SEO through partners, really through third-party collaborations. We actually sold what Nicole was talking about, the LinkedIn optimization and lead generation.
Oh yeah.
LinkedIn. Cool. That was a service. That was a really cool service that I systemized to the level that it was just given to a VA. So it was super low maintenance on our side. Clients were getting about between 30 to 60 leads every month in all kinds of different industries. And you can imagine, like, how much would you pay for 60 targeted leads a month? That was awesome. Like, you know, the first client was already giving profit, and it took about 2 hours a week to manage them, and then we could do, and then I had a full-time VA doing this. So we had a few of them running on this program.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, this is to Nicole. Not only this is really that's how I got the clients, but that's also how that's also became a service that we offered to other clients as an upsell right after the build. Let's put you on a care plan. Let's start getting you some leads. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, great idea. I wouldn't do the lead. I tend not to do the lead generation and any social media and SEO. I used to do SEO myself. That's what I did. I didn't used to build websites really. But now the SEO goes.
The thing with leads is that we told them we're going to get you 20 leads, you know, and I knew that we can get them 60. So imagine how happy they were, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do lead generation per se. If somebody wants a third-party service, off it goes. You know, I'll do the hosting, I'll do the care plans, I'll do the web builds, and you know, I'll do graphics for them and graphic design because we've got a graphic designer. But you know, any ancillary services, it's just too much.
PDFs, you know, InDesign stuff. You know, that's where I started really from creating flyers for
your band. Yeah.
Doing your album
this
covers,
is this is exactly what we're talking about, though. Like, nobody can do all of it. So you do the parts that you either like or have the skill set for, and then you either make partnerships or you reach out to third-party services and make connections that way, all that kind of stuff. So I really have enjoyed that about this summit too, that like everyone has, like most of the people that are talking, like they offer what they're talking about. They're educating, but then if you don't want to do it or it's not your thing, then they'll help you with it. But it hasn't been overly selly. It's been really like balanced, like, because a lot of times if you're listening to stuff like that, like you just want to know, like, could you do this for me? But so, it's not like
that commercialization side of it is, you know, that's why I want WordCamps to have, physical summits like this, when somebody gets up on stage and says, listen, guys, this is what I do, and this is how I do it. But if you don't want to do it, there's an email address, and I'll let you download loads of information. And guess what? We're there if you need us. And that's not overly selling. That's not like that.
Right. That's what I think. It's not like people are out there like really.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to at Photo Matt and get him in here and show him what it's like to be not too commercial. How's that?
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. What's going on tomorrow? Because it's late now, and I
had one more I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, go on.
Holy crap, you guys. Did you happen to hear Chips talk? It was the very last one. I think you guys were busy. I think you were
I was watching it. I watched the end when it blew your head off, and I actually said, when you'll see if this is ever going to be posted as a replay, I said I could see Stephanie going ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. This
like
is
the smoke coming out of my ears?
Yeah, this is another thing I can do. Great.
Well, here's the thing that he was like, he's so forward thinking about all this stuff, because we all have these robots, these robot assistants in our lives now. What the heck? Why does he get to be in the front and center? Oh, there we go. That's better. Oh, fair. Oh my God. What the heck?
I can see the number of attendees dropping.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't even say that one, Andrew. That was all me. But Chip, so he's, we all have these, but we're not. Oh, Chip's here. Hey. Hi, Chip. I was just singing your praises. He's thinking about like how we can leverage this stuff, and he's leveraging it. Like, you can tell your Alexa to read blog post number 32 on his website, and it will do it in voices, like in different voices and stuff. Like, it's incredible. And you can start to see the power of doing that. And then the thing that I think is the most like crazy thing that he said, like, okay, so we can all sort of see, like, imagine a future where that's a thing, but like to have it to like the domain, the .com situation that we're in now, where like you just can't get one, like they're all gone, they're taken. You have to spell things weird or have a super long one or whatever. He said that's
a different extension, really.
Where, like, if somebody could go back to 1996 and tell you, like, this is what's going to happen, go get all the words you care about right now. Like, would you do it? Yes. Yeah. Especially because they, you just know what it's worth now. And so that's what he was giving us that future information right now, that like you have to claim your invocation term. And it's going to be even more competitive because if you think about all the different spellings and things like that of stuff that would be pronounced the same way, it's even more competitive, really. So to like lock in on your platform and your brand in that way, I was like, oh my gosh, that's a big deal.
That's awesome.
So
do you think that you're gonna keep them to yourself? I know it's proprietary, right, Stephanie? The ones that you want to list.
Wait, what did you say?
The phrases that you want to list.
Well, I mean, my agency is called Sweet Tea. Like, do you know how many uses there are of that? you know, like there's other people that have used it in a non-beverage way, but there's so many different things about sweet tea on the internet that, especially here in the southeastern United States, we are all about sweet tea here. So it's like, if I think about like the competition around just that, like if I wanted somebody to be able to like get information about my business, like forget it. If I'm not in early, it's over. Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know what are the phrases, but just the brand equity in that platform.
Yeah. It's been around. I mean, how often do you shout at Alexa or Siri? I mean, to shut up. Like,
to shut up more often than when I use it.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you what,
I wandered in the room the other day, and Amazon gave me an update, or Alexa gave me an update on a delivery, and I just nearly jumped out of my skin because as soon as I walked in, I thought, "What the hell is going on here?" It's just, your delivery has been delivered. It's just.
I mean, I find that they're very frustrating in a lot of ways when you want them to do a certain thing, and my thing is like. That frustrates me is when I'm online, when I need a command for something, or if I need a bit of like, what's the right term or what's the right button or the shortcut or whatever, you can just Google keyboard shortcuts for this thing, but you can't really do that. Like, so you have to just like, I have an Alexa in that room and Alexa in that room. And I was in here and I was playing music and I want it to play on that speaker. And I know that's possible. And I can't I can't ask her to tell me what the right, so there are things like that it's harder to get the right words. But once you have those words, it's super helpful. So I've been recently tricking out all of my lights and plugs and coming up with all these routines and like my good morning and my good night and like, like all that stuff is super. And I've been like, so I did it.
So
and
I
then
can tell you a story about like we moved to this house not long ago, like 3 months ago. We bought this new house and I said, all right, we're gonna have like a smart
house
everywhere, so I can just clap or just like say like shut down, in the night. And so I said, all right, I'm just gonna buy one smart bulb and see what's going on. So I bought ones for the for the bedroom, so it's for the nightstand, right? And it said
like Alexa, it's comfort time.
Yes, exactly. That's what I wanted it to do. But first you need to hook it up. You need to set it up, right? And the setup process, I was. It told you need to flick on the light and turn it off 3 times.
On and off, yeah.
In certain intervals, and then it's going to start blinking at a certain kind of ratio, and only then you need to turn on your application, and then it's going to connect to this. I was sitting there for 2.5 hours flicking the light.
No. Oh, you only have to do it like 4 or 5 times.
Thinking like, you know what? Maybe I need 30 seconds between them. So I'm counting 30, 29, 28, 27, turning it off, It's like turning it back. So, okay, let me unplug it from the power and try it again. And, let me do it really fast. Tack, 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 tack,
Then you're really cursing at it. Yeah, the first couple were...
it away, really,
The first couple are tricky, but then I can just get them up going. So now my dad has this light by his chair. And so we added a light there. We added another light. I added another light for them in their living room. And then my mom, she's a technophobe kind of. She's like, my phone works fine. I don't need a new phone. Like everything's fine. I don't want to run updates on anything, So she was like, I kind of want those lights in my office. So she's like, she got 2 lamps. She's like, I don't want to have to walk over here and then walk over there. Can't I just tell Alexa? So we got her an Alexa. We got her some smart bulbs. So it's hilarious. It's spreading to the boomers.
Nice. Good.
But it's super fun. I love it. And I just think it's here, but it's not in full acceptance, but it will be. So that's why this was that message from the future from Chip. Like, lock it down.
By the way, just got a message from Jerome that the session is the replay is already live in the replays room. So if you want to catch that, you can catch it over there.
Awesome.
Yeah, taking action.
Go, Jerome.
Everything is there for the entire day. Even edited the Matt's one.
I know, from the 2.
Okay.
Poor Matt. Awesome. That was rough. Yeah.
So, quick kind of walk through what happened today.
What's happened tomorrow?
Just like, let's share the screen and tomorrow. So today we started the day with Thibaut that was talking about generating additional revenue from multilingual websites. And he offered 3 different ways of generating or creating services that are around, including multilingual websites in your offering as upsells, as a core offering, and as recurring revenue as well. Then we talked to Tanya that taught us about working with freelancers or agencies that provide translation and the different aspects, what to consider, how to find the right one for the job, what makes a good translator compared to just the crappy ones that will send you text and break your head with it. So we understood it from the build aspect, and we understood this from the expand aspect. And then we can also see that we have Melissa here, which we're talking about turning your own website into a marketing machine. But I would also say that this training is something that anyone that is interested in funnel building and what is a funnel, how to create that, what is the logic that sits behind it. Hello.
Somebody needs attention.
what is the mechanism of creating a funnel that actually converts for you and for your clients for, again, additional revenue, additional services. That's the one to watch. This was under the scale category because really building funnels is it becomes really powerful when you have volume. So she talked about how to generate volume from paid ads as well. Then we walked over to Nicole that was talking about getting noticed by your dream clients on LinkedIn, how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, how to make sure that what you're doing over there will actually attract the right people that you want to attract, what to do with spammers on LinkedIn as well, and how to not be one, which is very important. And then we're talking to Christina that talked about measuring the value of your web agency. So she gave a couple of awesome formulas that you could just drop in your numbers, see where you are right now, set up a goal for the next 6 months, a goal for the next year, a goal for the next 5 years, so that you can actually start working with metrics. And I think that this is something that a lot of us don't do often in the agency space. So once you know what metrics actually create the value of the agency, you can work on them: the recurrent revenue, the amount of clients that are spending how many hours, and all of those kind of stuff. Formulas are in here. And then we have Amber and Colleen that both touch the subjects of accessibility. Andrew, that was under your watch, right?
Yeah, Amber spoke about the more towards the client relationship side of it and making sure that the client was aware, and client training, because one of the key things that I took away from that was the fact that once you've done the website, the client is going to update it using the CMS of choice or whatever, whether it's Gutenberg block editor or whether it's the classic editor or whether it's another thing. And the client's got to be trained so that the website maintains its WCAG, which she called it, the remains within the law. So you've got to be very careful when you're allowing clients to update their websites, and specifically government people do like to update their own websites because they've got the internal resource to do it. So you have to make sure they're fully trained and it's all there. And also talking about color matching, with people with color blindness. It's not just color blindness. It's people with sight issues. They can't really discern pale colors against white text and all that kind of stuff. Just contrasting colors, and also the site map I loved, because actually it's my view that everyone should have a visible sitemap on their website, and Google will actually crawl that as well, rather than just the XML sitemap. So, that's a great one page that's got a link to every single other page in your website. I think that's a good thing, because backward links have their own value, and especially if they've got the full title of the page on there, then that's got to add some SEO value as well. So yeah, it's all around really good talk, and also avoiding sliders, parallax, and flipping buttons and all that. I had a client today. I was fixing her website, accordions and shit. And she as you scrolled down, all these buttons were flipping into place. And I was going, "What the hell is that?" Oh, she went, "No, it looks pretty. I did that yesterday." I said, "Well, take it off immediately. It's ridiculous." So yeah, that was good value.
Okay, awesome. And then we're talking about WAS, which I think is a really amazing model. Stephanie, you have a WAS of your own, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm sure that was. Did you running a WAS? Did you manage to also pick a few golden nuggets from there?
It was more of a foundational thing, but am I getting an echo? I had to take my headphones died. That's how I've been on for long enough.
Yeah.
I think they'll be charged a little bit now. I learned, I'm just a Matt Rodella fan. He's so awesome. It was mostly about the foundational stuff and like how to set it up and all of that. But he always gives tips, and like the reminder to this is not only a monthly recurring revenue stream, but it also feeds business into your agency. when they're ready for additional services, when they're ready to upgrade, like they're with you. They're not that
you keep the client in house.
Yeah. It's just such a great model, and he's just such a smart dude.
How many sites have you got on your WAS, just out of interest? Or you don't have to tell us, but I mean, is there a few?
Not a ton, just a few. Yeah, just a small amount. Well, because I built it for the craft brewery space, and we launched it last March.
Oh, right.
So I really haven't promoted it much.
Timing ever.
Because it's the worst timing ever, because they all went down. It was just a really rough time for that industry, and it wasn't appropriate, I didn't feel, to be like trying to sell them.
Quite. Yeah.
So it's not a lot, but it still exists. It's still there. I've still got a few things, a handful of sites on it, like, I don't know, 10 or something like that. Well,
but sorry to interrupt you. That's how Restaurant Engine started, and that sold, Brian Cassell had Restaurant Engine and was going out at,
I don't know,
it's great. It's, have a look at it. It's one of the first WASs that I experienced, and it was Brian Cassell, he's got this course on productizing, and he's also got Process Kit, which is great, so you can put all your processes together as well. It's like all monthly subs, and he's doing a thing called Zip Mail at the moment. That's going to be coming out in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and that's where you basically send a video email to your client, and they can answer back with video and text as well. So he's
I'm using a couple of those services. That's really going to be coming. I'm trying to get in early on that too.
Yeah, he's quite an innovator.
Bigger.
He's an innovator.
Yeah, but anyway,
back to this. So we're talking, and then finally.
Hold on, I got to tell you this first. The best part of the WAS session was the WAS jokes, though. Oh man, because I'm a dork and Matt's a dork. Like, he has these T-shirts that say "Quit looking at my WAS," and let me tell you about my big WAS ideas. The shirt I put it on for his session, and so everything. It's just so funny. And so I was like, "We're gonna kick some WAS," and so then everybody in the chat started putting in. It's a shame you won't be able to see the chat in the replays, because it was hilarious. The stuff people were saying was so funny.
Right.
Anyway, it was a good time.
And then finally, we're talking about Chip and the future of smart speakers in web builds and really in our lives as a whole. Even though I haven't figured out the light bulb yet, but there's still time.
I'll help you.
Yeah. So then let's have a look at what's going on tomorrow.
I just want to read a couple of those jokes you might have missed. Laughing my WAS off. Sit your WAS down and get on with it. Just like that. I was cracking up. I was thinking, what is going on?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? That's Vito. What's up?
What's up? Oh, they were those. The gang in the chat was really funny with those.
Everyone was looking for an opportunity to do some WAS jokes.
I know, it was some lame WAS jokes. It's like corny jokes with a bad word in them. I mean, like, it doesn't get any better than that. That's like my sense of humor is like an 11-year-old boy, and me, like, same. It's the best.
So let's see what we have tomorrow. So we're starting the day with one more with the second session about security. So the first session about security was talking about it from the build aspect, how to incorporate security into your own website, your clients' websites, and now we're going to be talking about this as an ongoing thing to be aware of, to follow, and to be concerned about, really. And then after that, we're going to talk to Marcel on the Thrive category. So I actually met Marcel at my the mastermind group that I'm part of, and like the coaching training that I'm going through at SaaS Academy. And he's one of the coaches over there. He's the marketing coach for SaaS Academy, and he was an agency master for more than a decade, and exactly around that. And he also has his own SaaS that's called the Paraquito that really helps with that, tracking profitability within agencies. So he took what he learned from his own experience and he boiled it down to a product that helps do exactly that. So it's not really going to be much of a talk about the product, but about the things to look at when we want to create a more profitable agency, what moves the needle, where does the profit go, really. And then after that, we're going to talk to Davinder. Davinder was here most of the day on the chat, which was awesome. And he's going to talk about making yourself stand out in the WordPress space, which is a very important thing, in my opinion. I wish that I've done that sooner. And I think that both of you guys are doing this from the website builder's point of view. And you figured it out really a lot. I only figured it out when I started with my product, but I wish that I would have done it as an agency owner and even as a freelancer. So Davinder is a freelancer, but he's also so he's, you can see, website creator and a coach, and he's also the mind behind the WP Weekly newsletter, which is an amazing newsletter for WordPress. He has his own podcast, and he has his own blog, mostly about Beaver Builder. He's like a big Beaver Builder guy. So we're gonna listen to see how you can get yourself known in the WordPress space. And after that, we're gonna go back, continuing on the scale and seeing how to eliminate scope creep. So there's a few. So tomorrow there's a few things that are going to be talking about project management because I think that's super important. Really, if you want to build a sustainable business, if you want to make sure that the projects are running smoothly. So that's what Natasha's going to talk about, scope creep. And Stephanie, I think you know Natasha personally, right? Or,
no, I don't know her.
Okay. And
you'll get to know her tomorrow.
Yes, we'll get to know her tomorrow. I know Natasha from Atarim. She's a user of ours, and she's running a successful agency. So I know that she's that this is one of the topics that she loves. She really explored. So I'm really interested to see her take on this. And then we have Marcus from Perfect Evolution. He's going to talk about proactive project management. So not letting the projects get to a place that they hang, really. We need to drive them. We need to be the alpha of that relationship with the client.
For sure.
And that's what we're going to see from Marcus tomorrow. And then it's going to be my session. So Stephanie, you're doing my session with me tomorrow, right?
Oh man, I've been working on my intro all week. That's
nice.
Not true. That's not true. It'll be a surprise for both of us.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. So
I can't wait to interrupt you for your ad. In the middle.
Well, I'm not gonna make it easy because I
know you do.
So I'm going to be covering.
Remember, Vito, you've only got 40 minutes plus Q&A, right?
I will cut you right off. I'll pull you right from the feed. Yeah,
I know. We're going to run through that. So we're going to look at the perfect.
Just ask Matt Rodella. I can shut down a feed,
Yeah, basically, I shut down the feed by not doing what I was supposed to over there. But anyway, 3 main bottlenecks for every website project and how to avoid them, which is going to be connecting to a little bit of what Natasha is talking about. So I'm not really focusing on scope creep, but we are talking about improving designs, providing support, and gathering content, which are the main 3 pain points for all of us, really, in the industry. The top 3 pain points of the industry, really. The 4th one is finding clients. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah.
But that from surveying the community, really, it's number 1, gathering content. Number 2, approving design. Number 3, getting the clients to send you the stuff where you want them on the support. And number 4 is only finding the clients. And then Patrick. So Andrew, what is Patrick going to be talking about?
Well, Patrick is going to be talking about it. I mean, cheat to win. I'm not sure that you're cheating, but he's going to give the 4 secrets how to get the fastest and most profitable sites and how to pull it off, because GridPane are a control panel for a variety of hosting solutions that you can put there. It's aimed at agency owners that have got a little bit of development savviness about it, and I use GridPane, and so we're going to have a conversation tomorrow about what's going on, and I'm going to hit him with a few drive-by shooting questions as well, because I think anybody that runs a hosting business or that is aligned with with supplying hosting services, they have to be asked the tough questions and why did you do this and what do you think, what's your USP and why should I use you and stuff like that, because it's important for agency owners to know other opportunities and GridPay.
What are the differences between all
the differences? There's a lot of offerings out there that say, yeah, we connect to cloud services. Some connect directly with GridPay. You have to connect yourself, but they give you the tools to be able to do that as well.
Plus, let's be honest, everybody who knows Patrick would love to see him squirm a little. I feel like it'd be fun. WordPress warriors.
Wait,
we get the he's a Spartan.
What's up, WordPress warriors? At GridPay, we help serious WordPress professionals smash their hosting problems once and for all. If you want to see how, check us out. And we hope you learn a ton this week at the Web Agency Summit. Cheers.
Right.
I love him.
WordPress warriors.
WordPress warriors. It's great.
I know. Meanwhile, like everybody else, the other two ads are these polished design things. And Patrick recorded that probably without even scripting it. He just turned on his webcam, and that's the one we're talking about. So
that's true.
Go, Patrick.
True. Yeah, like it didn't need to get like a graph. Was that like an
video
After
editor?
Effects guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Nicole and I were dancing to the GoDaddy one today, so like
nice. So after that, we're gonna be talking to our good friend Mike Demo about invoicing. So Andrew, you know Mike really close. He actually bought.
Is he a magician?
He is a magician. Yeah, he's a magician and a tiki bar frequenter. He's a fan of, and he's a fan of Marvel, and he's got lots of. Hopefully he's going to have he'll have a wide angle on his camera, and we'll see all the things he's got. He likes. He's a
collector of collections.
He is, but he's a very, very interesting individual. Really
sounds like it.
Got a great lifestyle. He's lead handshaker at Web Ventures, and he was lead handshaker at Bold Grid as well, which is a page builder that nobody's heard of. But I'll tell you what, there's 1 million users of it. So
he's really, really into handshaking. Then I wonder how he's survived in that position during COVID.
Well, he had to change his whole mindset around that, but he's managed.
Had to put on gloves.
Yeah, exactly. His magic gloves. His
magic gloves.
Yeah, he's a character, and I love him. I absolutely adore him. He's great.
Can't wait to hear that. Like invoicing. Oh my god, I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject, really. Sending these things out, and it always feels like it gets in the way, really, right? It's like it's not something that you just want to do. It's one of the things that you have to do.
Yep, for sure.
I find it one of the easiest things to do.
Systemize.
What, Andrew?
It's one of the most enjoyable and easiest things to do, sending out an invoice.
Well, there's different mindsets. And like Vito and I think, are more on the creative side of things. You're more of the businessman, and you're like, pay me now. Whereas me and Vito like to help people. We want to create. We want to dream things up. And for people like us, the numbers and the billing are like blocks. It's so tough.
Yeah, and we're not really alone. I'm doing stuff because I enjoy doing them. I like to create and add value, like you're saying. The money is a side effect of this. It's not.
No, you need. Yeah, I get that, and I do. I like to create and I like to give. I give away more than I earn. I guarantee you. You know that as a fact.
Yes.
And the point is that I do pro bono coaching. I do pro bono website.
Listen, you don't have to we all lose money. You don't have to brag about losing the most money.
No, exactly. But I love. Well, I don't lose any money by it because it comes back. Karma comes back and smacks you in the face, doesn't it? But the point is that invoicing is the most important part of your business. So because without it, you can't survive. You can't get paid on time and everything. So listen to what he's got to say, because he kind of knows this stuff. He's really. I'm looking forward to it. And
finally, we're gonna wrap we're not gonna wrap the day, but the last session of the day is with Chris Badgett from Lifter LMS. He's going to be talking about becoming a high-value WordPress LMS consultant. So I think that this is the only session that really drills down to a specific niche throughout the entire summit. And I'll tell you why. And that was when I was choosing the sessions. I kind of thought about the concept of niching down. And I know that a lot of people are going to touch that topic on their sessions in one way or another. But the past year has taught us that while it is important to know your audience and to find a group of people that you want to serve, really niching down and limiting yourself to just a group, just a certain industry, it's just unpredictable, really. You don't know what's going to happen. We're just talking about the breweries' WAS, and how we're probably so excited before COVID hit with the offering that you can make there, and then it's out of our hands, right?
Yep.
So while LMS is one of the biggest growing subsets of the website world over the past year and into the upcoming years, I just want to make sure that that people will also kind of get from this the fact that you wanna know how to focus, but you also want to know how to spread your eggs a little bit so that it's not all in one basket.
Well,
and after that, what's coming after that?
It's us, isn't it?
It's us. It's the after party.
The after party. So it's great. But
everybody's going to get hammered.
I just want to say something. Chris tweeted today that Udemy has got $269 million worth of investment, and you can build a Udemy with Lifter LMS or an LMS system. You can build your own.
He's a super interesting guy too.
He is. He's lovely. I've
Chris
met him a couple of times. Yeah, lovely. We met him we caught up with him in St. Louis. It was great.
Yeah.
I might have met him in St. Louis as well. I think at an after party, a taco
Stephanie,
party.
how come we didn't meet in St. Louis?
I don't understand.
Were you there? Yeah, you were there.
I was. Yeah, I was there. But
you,
here's the thing. I didn't meet either of you guys. You're avoiding.
You're not at the Divi party.
The Divi party.
They
I can't remember, but
7 a.m. when that was the Divi party, wasn't it?
Yeah,
no, then I didn't go there because I went on. This was my last trip. This is my pre-COVID, like my last travel experience. I went from the East Coast. I flew to the West Coast and then to Sydney. I did a cruise around New Zealand. Went to Fiji, and then I flew back, like whatever it is, like 18 hours flight back to LA. And instead of flying home, I flew to St. Louis. Right. And I got in like jet lagged from from the other side of the world and landed at midnight. And I'm like wrecked, but starving. So I ordered terrible room service at this crappy hotel, didn't go to bed till 2, made it over to the conference at like 11. And I was like delirious the whole day. And then we went out drinking that night at all the after parties. My partner, Tom Jensen, I don't know if you guys know him. And then Kathy Fisher, a good pal of ours too. We went and like hit all these cool, fun after parties. We had a blast, but I was just like, I was out of my head. So I like don't even, that's why I said, it was in a different session. I said like I met Matt Rodella there. I had seen him before, but I met him and a couple other guys. And I literally like, it was like out of my head until I saw the photos on my phone the next day. Cause I was that drunk. I was just like delirious from
hardcore traveler. That's what it is.
Well, that week I was.
Amazing.
Not since.
Not since. Yeah. Hopefully it's going to come back soon.
I can't wait.
You mentioned someone there, Ted. You mentioned someone there, Ted. Is he in the WordPress space as well?
His name's Tom.
Tom.
But yeah.
Tom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got an agency and we share Focus WP together.
Oh,
he's
cool.
Oh man, he's the best because I'm the. Have you read this book Rocket Fuel, where you need the visionary and the implementer? Like, it's just common sense, yeah, but it's hard to actually do that. And we met at a WordCamp. And we started a business together and we are like yin and yang, man. We just like the stuff, like if he had to do this week, he would die. But he's running the show and he's building automations and doing the billing. And that makes me want to blow my brains out. So it's like, we're a match made in heaven. It's so great.
Amazing.
Yeah. And he's Canadian. So he's like the nicest person ever.
Yeah. He just says, even when he's right, he says, sorry. It's great.
Uh-huh. He does.
Yeah.
But it's like, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
He's
Don't kick me out. Don't kick me out.
exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you guys out now because I will
All right.
go to sleep a little bit.
See you tomorrow, everybody.
Meet up straight in the morning. So good night to everyone. And I think there's still some happening going in the lounge. If you want to go and meet some
All
folks.
right, I'll go
over
pop
there.
in and say hi.
And,
All right. See you tomorrow, guys.
Stephanie, by the way, stay for 1 minute because I want to talk to you about what we talked about on Facebook.
Sure.
Okay. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.